Alright, ladies. It's time for me to whip out my big nasty deck. Oh, yeah. Check it out.
Target acquired.
Okay, seriously, these are the biggest cards in Battle Island Commander in terms of deployment. And we're going to take a look at some strategies and decks that show you some of the ins and outs of these big, monstrous deployments. In this particular battle, we actually have two of them going against each other. Firecat and Snake is from the Savages, my little group that I'm in, and he's also my son. So I was pretty pleased to see that he actually hit upon the monster thing. See, this guy who's going against him actually has two of the monsters. Now the thing is there are ways of manipulating against everything in the game. It's balance. It's the way warfare actually kind of works. Sometimes there is overwhelming force. However, in this particular case, I think the guy may have actually paid a little for his stuff. The overwhelming force didn't do it. Now right there was an interesting mistake. Putting your massive tank behind everything and letting him get his mine sweep up actually did him no favors. But there were other odd mistakes. For instance, he has the biggest tank of the game and the second biggest tank in the game. And that makes for an incredibly slow deck. But if you look, he also has some other, he's got a direct damage, he's got, which he doesn't get to use a lot, it's just a thought, look at it. And let's, with his other armor, he has the big freaking tank, the medium tank. He's got a lot going against him here. Now, I'm showing you a second battle with the same guy. This is the second battle Luke had with him. Now, if you notice, Luke actually does have the bomber in here. But I wanted to show you. Infantry is fairly effective against the tank. The minesweep is really effective against the big tank. And that right there produces a situation where they're spending 8 and you're spending 5 to counter, or possibly 8, but you have something left over. Meaning it puts you as a player at a loss, a cost loss in terms of deployment costs. Now, these humongous tanks are devastating though. I'm sure there has been a battle or two where you have seen something like this coming at you and you're like, and freaking out with, Mama, there's a big tank coming for me. Or however you do it. Anyway, Luke has this guy handled. I mean, to be Firecat. Luke also has less large items. It's actually easier to combat the big ones sometimes than it is to go against the little ones. Did he get a clear, decisive, holy cow, there's no putting a stop to this guy victory? Well, kind of, sort of, yeah. It's just the matter of speed. I'm going to try this as my monster deck first. As a matter of fact, it's going to be 2 battles. Because this is the big monster. Now, what you're seeing in here, and I tried to make it to where all this stuff could interact. That was a weird maneuver on my part. I don't know why I did it that way, but I could have done a lot better on that one. What you're seeing here is going to be the idea of when you have a monster in your deck, you need to support it and you need to speed up your deck. If you notice on the bottom of any time I show you one of the decks, there is a deployment cost. Deployment cost is essential to getting this right. maneuver. But with the deployment cost, you have to determine how are you going to have support, produce aid, and actually get things right for your deck. I haven't used a monster in a while, and it shows. However, how badly does it show? Well, this guy was about as even with me as anyone ever is. But I just couldn't get it together. Now there's something I like doing when I have a monster tank is put a sniper behind him. Or sometimes see, I would have won eventually. But the thing is, that's the problem. Speed, deck speed, is abysmally slow. So what I did is I put in the small items, the protecting items. I also put in the comm tower. The comm tower gives you the occasional point. So it generates, even if it stays out the full time. And if you're lucky, the person won't have direct damage because the comm towers are like, they mess up with the bullseye printed right on top. The comm tower is one of the few ways you can get some of these big monsters out effectively. See, right there, there's the target. He should have went for the other one, but not my problem. But yeah, at this point, I'm trying to get 2 comm towers out at a time. You know, making it pop, making it happen. This guy here, he really actually had kind of a good setup. I mean, he had someone who was level 10 when I realized I was facing this guy. Like, holy cow, this dude is actually better shape than me. However, better shape doesn't necessarily guarantee the win. So it goes. That one worked. Different strategy. Okay. I only replaced the big tank involved. You see, the big tank, as frightening as it is, if you apply it correctly, I think you can win 60 to 80% of your matches pretty regularly, which of course puts you in that positive point gathering bonus if you can get to the 80%. 60%, it gets iffy. Yeah, this dude, I wanted to show you this. He was using the same strategy, but when I said earlier you could not necessarily get yourself past overwhelming forces, there's a reason why I said that, and it's this battle right here. Dude's got rank 10s on that, rank 4s on his rares. This guy, I think he found the big tank early, or put a lot of money down. There's a good chance of either. At level 8, it is possible to have that kind of, size on one of your items, but in this particular case, it's always hard to tell. That was a pretty slick maneuver. Yeah. But yeah, I barely squeaked out with just giving him 1 star as compared to multiples. No, I didn't. I didn't even get a star out of the battle. Wow. See, this one is the bomber, and I also traded out. I got rid of the comm tower because I wanted to show you that I could speed things up without the comm tower. As I said, comm towers are a big target. So in this particular case, took out the comm tower. I have the mini tank because I figured if I'm going to have a plane in here, I need more ground assault. And the thing is the plane's a specialty. You see, it's like, okay, I got the plane, and I couldn't guarantee I'd actually destroy that big honking thing with the plane, and then I'd be left without anything. So that's the problem with the big things. You make the monster deck. It's like, will it work? Okay, I got something. Will I work it? Will I work it? Oh, crap. little defensive action from the plane. Bonk, defensive bombing. Now, if you notice, there is the big tank. There is the minesweep. We keep calling it the meat grinder because, I mean, imagine what it would feel like to have that action going on. Yikes! Yeah. This one could have definitely turned out worse. This guy actually had good thinking. His strategy was there. I just happened to do what he was doing better. That was a little distraction piece, and I pulled the victory out barely. The tank barn technically is a monster in terms of casting costs, but I don't view it as a monster. I had a deck, and I think I labeled it the Thallid Shooter, the video on it, or it's going to have it in there. And the deck is based on the premise of generation. But the thing is because of the high casting cost, people might view it as a monster, so I left it in there. This guy on the other hand, holy cow, he applied a monster really, really effectively right from the beginning. I'm like, oh, dude, what do I do with you? However, there are ways around these things. The idea, of course, is this deck is based on generation of nastiness. The idea of how much pain can you cause your enemy? How quickly can you do it? And I think I was pretty successful on this one. As a matter of fact, so successful, I only really had to generate one monster. I hope this was informative, gave you some insights. Goats out.